If retirement is a stupid idea, then what's the secret to a happy future? Well, it's all in your hobbies. Welcome back to Retirement Today. We've all heard the phrase, retirement should be your time to relax, sit in the sun, play golf in the afternoon. But the truth is, the real secret to a fulfilling retirement isn't about lounging in your recliner. No, then you're diabetic instantly. It's about staying engaged, keeping your mind sharp, and connecting with others. It's about purpose. And yes, you've heard me in many episodes talk about purpose because yes, it is about finding your purpose. So today, let's talk about the power of hobbies. Remember, I want to say back in the 70s and 80s, we had train sets and they were always around the Christmas tree, and then people built big displays with their N gauge and their H gauge. And today, I think it's funny, when was the last time you saw a train set? Not even around a Christmas tree. Wow, is that hobby gone away? But there are so many great hobbies, and I think that we were so focused on work-life balance that we forgot about anything except work and taking the kids to the football game. The biggest challenge that retirees face today is finding that sense of purpose. We're not taking the kids to the football game anymore. We're not going to lacrosse. We're not going to tennis, and back to work, and back to tennis, and back to football, and back to work. We're not doing that crap anymore. Now, I think that we lack a clear sense of direction. It's easy, once you retire, to feel lost or disconnected. That's why I believe hobbies aren't just a way to kill time. They're essential for a fulfilling, longer, and healthier retirement. In fact, engaging in hobbies has been linked to lower levels of stress. And I'm going to give you an example. My grandmother and grandfather, I remember going over in the morning, and out on the table, they would have a puzzle. And they did a puzzle once a week. All day long, that was their mission, was to complete that puzzle. Hobbies like that, and there are so many, we're not going to get into all of them, are linked to lower levels of stress, better mental health, and increased life satisfaction. But what hobbies should you focus on? Let's break it down. I'm going to go over some of my ideas of, not puzzles. Puzzles, I think, would make me take a second thought about retirement. I'm going back to Walmart to be a greeter. So let's start with my absolute favorite. Well, that's YouTube. But let's talk about pickleball. Pickleball, again, is a very social game. We play foursomes, and there are so many places to play pickleball these days, and it's all free. And, for those of you who don't play pickleball or haven't been introduced to the sport, remember the wiffle ball. We always bought the wiffle ball to give the kids a baseball bat so that they didn't break the windows in the house. It was a wiffle ball. So what do you do with a wiffle ball once that lifespan is over? Pickleball. So you take a ping pong paddle, make the size about 4 times that size, a wiffle ball, and a tennis court net. You got pickleball. And it is amazingly fun. It's taking the world by storm. It's the perfect mix of fun, fitness, and socialization. Oh, but I guess it was not good enough for the Olympics. Olympic Committee, what the hell are you thinking? Pickleball. Not, what was that game? The new game that came into the Olympics. Now I can't, of course, think about it. Think of the name. But pickleball is a perfect mix of fun, fitness, and socialization. I mean, there are days when we play twice a day. Not necessarily for the exercise of it, but for the socialization of it. And it's great for people of all ages. It's easy on the joints. And again, for most of you that don't have any involvement in pickleball, pickleball is a much shorter court than tennis. They brought it in, they narrowed it, and made it shorter. And we'll have a whole episode about pickleball, but, and you can tell, I love it. It keeps you moving. Pickleball is played on a short court, and it makes you move a lot to the right, a lot to the left. And the other thing that I've noticed when people first start into pickleball that don't have great eye-hand coordination, and lots of studies have shown that eye-hand coordination is linked to mental health. Because, you need to start moving around. It also will improve your cardiovascular health, heart health, yes, and, sharpens coordination. But the best part, it's incredibly social. I mean, you don't have to be an Olympic pickleball player to have fun. Playing pickleball regularly can bring you closer to your community, introduce you to new friends, and help you stay active and engaged in the process. Because, as you could tell, I love to talk, so I'm not going to go on the pickleball court and not tell you about my latest YouTube video. Yes, that's why I'm there. No wonder it's been called the perfect game for retirees. All right, my second favorite. So about 10 years ago, we began RVing. And the reason was that, I didn't have a whole lot of time. My wife and I had a very busy retail business. We had a multitude of stores, and we didn't have a whole lot of time to be traveling across the country. We weren't taking month vacations. We were taking 4 days. And, that was a lot. And sometimes we even had to do payroll. So RVing became the ideal. Now, I had an RV when I was younger. I'd had quite a few of them. A good old Bounder. Everybody remember the Bounder? What a motorhome that was. And sometimes it's not just about the journey. It's about the destination and the experiences that you have along the way. All right, so I got to talk about an experience. So, Fleetwood made the Bounder, and Fleetwood today makes a lot of great motorhomes. But we were on Highway 40, and we were heading towards Lake Havasu. And for any of you today who've traveled Highway 40, realize that you think you got to stand up in your motorhome, hold on to everything you own, because crap is just rattling and flying and banging because the road is absolutely horrible. So we're driving on 40, we're about 20 minutes away from the Lake Havasu exit, and I hear this absolutely huge crash. So I immediately pull over to the side of the road, and I think I've hit something. I know I've hit something. So as soon as I get pulled over to the side of the road, I stand up, I turn around, and the cabinet in the kitchen on the wall fell off the wall. Welcome to the old quality of motorhomes. Today, well, we travel in a suite. Now, I wouldn't even call it a motorhome. I'd call it a suite. So if you've ever dreamed of seeing the country, meeting new people, and having the freedom to go wherever the road takes you, RVing might be the perfect hobby to bring adventure back into your life. And the thing is, our RV is always completely packed. We have clothes, my wife has makeup, we have collected everything. So when the opportunity arose at work, we left work, got in the motorhome, hooked up the truck, and drove off into the sunset. Whether you're exploring national parks, small towns, I love ghost towns, or hidden gems, RVing offers endless opportunities for exploration and discovery. It also, provides a sense of purpose. Though planning trips, learning new skills like driving a motorhome, try driving 45 feet, hooking an F-150 behind you, so you're about, 68 feet, and take that down the road with 40, 50 mile an hour winds. That'll give you a real new driving experience and, teach you a few things along the road and maintenance. And I think one of the best things is that when you have an RV, and I always say rent an RV, go out and find out if it's for you. Don't go buy one, jump in it, and go down the road, because I think you're going to have a shocking experience. But most of the people before COVID that were in RVs were retirees. Today, that sort of shifted. After COVID, we met lots and lots and lots of retirees. And then as COVID came, people had their kids out of school, and younger people purchased vans, converted them to RVs, threw their kids inside, and started seeing the country. And I think that's where homeschooling became, you know, the driving force that it is today, because people felt like their kids were getting better educated by them than the school system, but we won't go there. But the RV community is vast. It covers every age demographic, and you meet all kinds of incredible people. The other thing that I really enjoy, and I don't do any of it, to be honest with you, because I'm never in a place that, I live in the desert. Gardening is just not a damn thing in the desert. Gardening. I know so many friends that have plant beds, and one of the most interesting ones I have seen recently is that a lot of people are gardening in their homes, and they're doing it with these hydroponic setups that give it just a little bit of water at a time, and tomatoes, strawberries, all kinds of really cool things can be grown indoor in the winters, and then all the planting moves outdoor to garden boxes in the summer. And I have to say, it's rewarding to sit down to dinner and go, oh, you know, I grew that. I grew that. And the flavor, I can't tell you the difference between a yellow strawberry we all buy at Costco, those things absolutely suck, and a strawberry grown in your own bed in the summer. Wow, it's like, what the heck happened to our fruit? Well, gardening, you know, with you and the earth is a way that is both therapeutic and gratifying. I'm telling you, sit down, eat something you've grown. You're going to go, wow, what happened to our produce? You know, watching your plants grow gives you a sense of accomplishment and responsibility. Plus, gardening outside provides fresh air, natural stress relief, and an outlet for creativity. You can grow your own vegetables, flowers, or even start a small garden for the community. Boy, I've seen lots of those lately, especially around spec houses in small neighborhoods. Gardening also connects you with nature and people. Again, there's a lot of people who garden, and there are so many groups on Facebook and Instagram that are just all about gardening, tips, tricks, and people just saying hi. So it also helps you feel grounded and at peace. So I'm going to talk about one of the last for today, and that's photography. You know, one of the things that's important to me is, how will we be remembered? And photographs are probably, God, sorry. I think about how I want to be remembered, and for me, wow. Think about all those pictures. We just came off a trip, and 8,400 miles. And in that 8,400 miles, I took 8,700 combination pictures and videos. And that's how I want to be remembered. Wow. God. They say no emotion during making videos. Wow, it's hard not to do. Photography isn't just for professionals. It's for everyone. Remember film. Remember the cranking video cameras. All that stuff we used to have. You know, from landscapes to portraits. Photography allows you to express your creativity, see the world in a new light, and leave a lasting legacy. You know, we go to all these softwares to see our ancestry and our history. Well, remember, they didn't have cameras, and the pictures that you saw, we wanted to see the pictures of our aunts and our uncles and our grandparents. And, you know, just imagine today when our children, grandchildren, and their children look back we're going to have 4K videos and pictures and soccer and Grand Canyon and Niagara Falls. And boy, I can go on and on and on. And just imagine leaving your legacy. That is what I call evergreen. Whether you're sharing your photos on social media, joining a local photography group, or even teaching others your skills, it's a hobby that keeps you sharp, inspired, and consistently learning. Well, I'm sort of trying to keep it to a limit today. Some people say it's just too much. I keep talking too long and too much. Well, that's my points for today. I appreciate you tuning in, listening to all of those great adventures in retirement today. I hope you found a purpose. So please make sure, put purpose in the comments and we'll talk. There are so many things to see, so many things to learn, and I've got a lot of great stories to tell. So again, please leave your comments. Brett on the go for retirement today. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.